Hello, friends. Welcome back to the channel. In our last episode, we explored Chapter 5 of Handbook of Abhidhamma Studies, Volume 3, where we revisited dependent origination. We saw how ignorance conditions formations, how this cycle perpetuates samsara, and how breaking the links leads to liberation. Today we move into Chapter 6, Kamma and its nuances. Kamma is one of the most important teachings in Buddhism. It explains how intentional actions shape our future. But in the Abhidhamma, Kamma is analyzed in detail, showing how volition, cetanā, functions as a condition, how different types of Kamma produce different results, and how Kamma interacts with other conditions to shape mind and matter. We'll go deeper into Kamma as volition. We'll distinguish between productive, supportive, and obstructive Kamma. We'll explore how Kamma interacts with other conditions like nutriment and temperature, and we'll see how Kamma produces both mental and physical results. So, if you've ever wondered, how does Kamma really work? How do my actions shape my future? How does Kamma interact with other forces in life? This chapter will guide us. In Abhidhamma, Kamma is defined as volition, cetanā. The Buddha said, volition, monks, is Kamma. Having willed, one acts by body, speech, and mind. Volition is the mental factor that directs consciousness toward action. It is the driving force behind Kamma. Examples: giving a gift with compassion. Volition directs the mind toward generosity. Speaking harshly with anger, volition directs the mind toward harm. Meditating with mindfulness, volition directs the mind toward clarity. Volition functions as a condition. It plants seeds that ripen in the future. These seeds are Kamma. They condition future consciousness and matter. So, cetanā is the essence of Kamma. It is the volitional force that conditions results. Kamma is classified into different types based on its function. First, productive Kamma, Janaka Kamma, O produces new results such as rebirth. O example, wholesome Kamma produces rebirth in fortunate realms. Unwholesome Kamma produces rebirth in unfortunate realms. Second, supportive Kamma, Upatambaka Kamma. O supports existing results, strengthening them. O example, generosity supports happiness in this life. Third, obstructive Kamma, Upaplaka Kamma. O obstructs existing results, weakening them. O example, anger obstructs happiness, even if generosity has produced good results. This classification shows that Kamma is not one-dimensional. It can produce, support, or obstruct results. For example, someone may have productive Kamma leading to wealth, but obstructive Kamma leading to unhappiness. Another may have productive Kamma leading to poverty, but supportive Kamma leading to peace of mind. This explains the complexity of life. Results are shaped by multiple types of Kamma interacting together. Kamma is one condition among many. It interacts with other conditions to produce results. Examples: Kamma condition, volition plants seeds for future results. Consciousness condition, mental states influence physical phenomena. Nutriment condition, food sustains the body. Temperature condition, heat influences matter. Together, these conditions shape experience. For example, illness may be conditioned by Kamma, but also by nutriment and temperature. Wealth may be conditioned by Kamma, but also by effort and environment. This shows that Kamma is not destiny, it is one condition among many. It interacts with other forces to produce results. So Kamma explains moral causation, but it works alongside natural laws. Kamma produces results in both mind and matter. In mind, Kamma conditions consciousness. Wholesome Kamma produces wholesome consciousness, leading to peace. Unwholesome Kamma produces unwholesome consciousness, leading to suffering. In matter, Kamma conditions physical phenomena. Past Kamma produces sense faculties, gender characteristics, and vitality. This shows the breadth of Kamma's influence. It shapes both mental and physical existence. For example, someone born with strong faculties may have past wholesome karma. Someone born with weak faculties may have past unwholesome karma. So, karma conditions both mind and matter, shaping the totality of existence. How does this help us in practice? By understanding Kamma, we realize that our actions matter. Every thought, word, and deed plants seeds. This inspires us to cultivate wholesome Kamma, generosity, compassion, mindfulness, wisdom, and it warns us to avoid unwholesome Kamma, greed, hatred, delusion. In meditation, we can observe volition. We can notice the intention behind thoughts. We can choose to cultivate wholesome volition. This practice purifies the mind, leads to good results, and ultimately supports liberation. So, the analysis of karma and results is not just theory, it is a practical guide to living wisely. Some critics misunderstand karma as fate. They think everything is predetermined, but Buddhism teaches that karma is just one condition. Other factors include physical causes, natural laws, and chance. So, karma is not destiny, it is moral causation. It explains how intentional actions shape experience, but it does not mean everything is fixed. Another misunderstanding is that karma is punishment or reward, but it is not imposed by anyone. It is simply the natural law of cause and effect. So, to conclude, Chapter 6 of Volume 3 analyzes karma and its nuances. We've learned that volition, cetanā, functions as a condition. We've distinguished between productive, supportive, and obstructive karma. We've seen how karma interacts with other conditions like nutriment and temperature, and we've seen how karma produces both mental and physical results. Most importantly, we've seen how this helps us in practice. By cultivating wholesome karma and avoiding unwholesome karma, we shape our future and move toward liberation. Thank you so much for joining me in this deep dive into Chapter 6 of Handbook of Abhidhamma Studies, Volume 3. We've journeyed through the analysis of karma, seeing how volition functions as a condition, how different types of karma produce different results, and how karma interacts with other conditions to shape mind and matter. If you found this exploration helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who might be interested in Buddhist philosophy and meditation. In our next episode, we'll move into Chapter 7, where we explore jhana and path consciousness expanded, seeing how concentration and wisdom condition supramundane consciousness and the stages of enlightenment. Until then, may you be well, may you be peaceful, and may you continue your journey into wisdom.